Okay, I can't really tell what's going on. I There we are, I think. And are we? Oh, yes, that is live stream. Okay. Well, I'm learning all about this place, Alton, Illinois. Um, we are along the banks of the Mississippi River, and I just Googled public access point for Mississippi and got directed here. And here there's a train in the background. I can only imagine that this has been a transportation hub for a couple hundred years. That's what I was just reading on this Alton sign, currents and crossroads. So ferries have been here since the 1890s. You can see that. And trains. Alton's first bridge was a railroad span, dedicated in 1894. Although the rise of trains and then motor vehicles gradually reduced steamboat traffic, people used personal watercraft on the river for thousands of years. Thousands. Wow. Now, why don't we have any freaking pictures of that? Oh, wait, we do. Check that out. But that's let's see, I can't see what's on the screen. Oh, wait, maybe I can flip it around. Can I turn it around? Turn it around. Huh. Okay. Oh, yes, here. Okay, so there is a picture here of a person, obviously in much more modern times, in some kind of, as they say, a personal watercraft, but that would be something to look up the original people here. Who were they and what kind of watercraft did they have? So also, let's see, want to show you this lovely thing. They have a great blue heron here, and it says there's an ecosystem in this valley that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, and there is no better way to see it than with a paddle. That's nice. I sometimes wish I had a canoe or but what really caught me is there's an ecosystem in this valley that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. And just for documentation's sake, I will show that we have large fuel tanks located in the water here. Like, yeah, basically submerged on the water. Looks pretty rusty. And yeah. So I am going to get some bottles of water. I have some water that I gathered from my creek at Water Song in small vials. And I have some empty vials to get some water from the Mississippi. And so I'm going to get those things and go down to the water. And you're invited to come with me. So I've been just barely beginning to work with Angelique Rodriguez, I believe is her last name, on listening for water messages. And I've actually been really amazed at how quickly it seemed that I was able to begin receiving water messages basically as soon as I asked and just made myself open to it. So I don't really know what that means, to be honest, because I'm kind of a quote unquote scientific kind of person. I kind of like, I want to know like that something is quote unquote real. I don't know what this means to be communicating with the water. All I can tell you is that um there seemed to be like clear sort of instructions, I would even say, go so far as to say. I'm getting these out of the I it's my little basket water. Um and gonna go down. Let's all go down to the river. There is magic in that water. It connects us all. You will see, y'all. We're all just made of water. Yeah. And there are some unhoused people uh sleeping over here under the bridge. And I saw another person with a dog coming up out of the woods over there. So I'm kind of gonna stay over to this edge. I'm kind of glad that I'm talking on a device, although I don't feel like anybody's threatening me at all. You're just sleeping. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see this water instead of me. So let's see, is somebody there? Oh, oh, sea stars. Did I do the sea stars? Sea stars. So, wow, lots of red-winged blackbirds, of course. Just listening to the water. 3 bottles of Mississippi. 3 bottles of Mississippi. I've got here, these 6 are from Water Song, so I gotta keep these separate. These are the 6 from Water Song. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna just feeling into the waters here. In general, these waters feel pretty happy to me. I think they're very unhappy about that big fuel tank over there. The spirit of the river does not like it. Okay. I actually do not know what exactly I am going to do with these. I just know I felt guided to do that, to gather waters from certain rivers and take them, share them with other locations. So that's what I'm doing. That's a dam. There are tall white birds here. Not sure if they're cranes, egrets, maybe. Not sure. Calling in the spirit of love and peace and the spirit of this river, the voice of this river, the wisdom of this river. This river carries so much, gives us so much life. We honor this river. We protect this river. We care for this river. We know that the rivers are the lifeblood, the veins of our planet. And we recognize that and we respect that. Hey, thank you for being here and participating with me today. Well, I still have 30% battery. Gonna head back up to my car and make myself some coffee. Hmm. What do? You're not. Hmm. Let's see. I'll just give you a peek at the back of my car. Uh, it's pretty nice. I've got my camp chair, a table, just another thing to hang things on, kind of create space in the camp. Sleeping bag, tent. I slept here last night on this side of the bed. This is actually just a bunch of blankets. There's my pillows. Um, Putting the water in here to travel today. I expect to see a few more rivers today. And I don't know, there's quite a wind. So I'm not sure if this will work, but I have all the supplies to make myself a cup of coffee or tea this morning. I'm up for coffee for a long day's driving. And let me see, I just want to make sure that I did share. And
Good morning.
hey, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so bummed that I screwed up. Well, I I thought I shared the link, but I didn't. And then I had already started the meeting, and then when I tried to share the link, it wouldn't share. So anyway, I'm glad you're here, but I just did this a water blessing, or I just did a little water ceremony here. You can go see it on the first half of this. I live streamed it. But I'll show you. Look, I'm right beside the Mississippi River.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I just Googled public access
Yeah.
and drove down here and got 3 vials of water from the river to take out to the ceremony.
Do you have labels for them?
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, but I forgot them at home, so it'll be stopped today. I got to stop and buy some labels. And oh, so funny. I spent so much time trying to get myself, you know, make sure I didn't forget anything. And the very last thing, of course, is the frozen and refrigerator food. So I went and packed up all my frozen and refrigerator food, put it in the studio right there where I was going out to my car, and then went in and said goodbye to the family, walked out and left my cooler and all my food.
Oh, oh, shit.
Oh well, it's all right. I have I really am enjoying my setup already. See, look, I got my little camp stove here, making myself a cup of coffee in the floorboard of my car. I brought this little basket with, so there's all my cooking supplies. I've got my little drip filter thing to make my coffee. Got my coffee.
You got your coffee. So,
Yeah.
you said you left last night?
Yes. But I didn't end up leaving. Like by the time I got out of there, I don't even remember that I looked at the clock, but it was like between 7:30 and 8.
Yeah, you sent me a message saying that you were on the road. Let me see what time it says. You said at 8:17, you said, I'm on the road. Give me a call if you want to talk.
Yeah. And I think I had been on the road a minute before I sent that. So yeah, I think I left right about 8 o'clock probably. So, after packing all day and then on top of that, I had packed up all the food. I didn't, so funny, in some ways I try so hard to organize, and then other ways, I mean, I guess just life just happens. Anyway, I didn't eat, it was like I ate at like noon, and then I was just packing, 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 and then by that, it was 8 o'clock. I was just like, I have just got to get out of here. I just got to go. And the food is packed up. I will eat on the way. And then I left my food.
Mm.
And so yeah, I went to Wendy's and McDonald's.
Where did you stay last night?
Huh?
Where did you stay last night?
So right before I got into St. Louis, there was a rest stop. And it looked pretty quiet. It was about an hour before St. Louis, and I thought, if I get any closer to the city, I feel like sleeping in my car. It was like I was either going to have to go at least another 2 hours, to get on the other side of St. Louis to feel like I would want to sleep in my car. or, so yeah, so I just pulled over at a rest stop, and, had my bed set up in the back of my car, and it worked just fine. Pulled in next to a great big truck, so that he blocked all the light, so it was nice and dark.
Oh, nice.
I was hoping he was going to stay there all night. I thought if he pulls out in the middle of the night, I'm going to get blasted with these huge overhead lights they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, he was still there in the morning, so
Do you ever use an eye mask when you sleep?
that's another thing I left at home. I
Mm.
forgot it. Yeah, I might buy one. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. All right.
Were you
Yeah.
warm? Were you warm enough sleeping in there?
Yes, I was plenty warm.
Did,
Um, huh?
did it rain on you?
No, no,
Oh,
it was raining. It was raining last night when I left Indiana, but by the time I hit the Illinois border, the rain was over. So that was lucky.
yeah,
Oh,
that's good. It rained all night here. It stormed all
oh,
night.
yeah. That's why I was so excited to get that wood because I mean, I told you about that, right? The 2 loads of wood I got to go down to Watersong.
Yeah, and your friend or your ex-family friend.
Oh, he was going to help me, but my 18-year-old grandson ended up helping me instead. Well, see, that's the thing because the other guy couldn't help me until either Tuesday or Wednesday, and we had that rain coming in. And, so even if he could help me, it might not. I am just so glad. So I roused my grandson, um, and and he was able to help me. So thank goodness, because yeah, it was going to rain and rain and rain and rain, and it was going to be miserable to either move wet wood in the rain or just lose the wood, not be able to get it.
So where did you end up being able to store it?
So it's just right there at the end of the like where the trailer is.
Yeah.
I kind of call it the top of the driveway because it's, as far as you can drive in right there where we turn around. Because these guys, I mean, well, the Stephen took the first load, and he had a 10-foot trailer on there. He had to turn it around by hand, like disconnect it from the truck and turn it around.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, but it was, yeah, just right there at the end of the driveway. So, that's
Have
fine.
it un covered with the tarp or something, or
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's covered with tarps. It's
planned
up
it?
on it's up on other pieces of wood, so it's not on the ground. So I used some of the wood to put on the ground and then stacked all the rest of the wood on top of it and then put a tarp on it. Yeah.
What's your plan to do with it?
Um, I want to, I still hope that it might be possible to, rebuild the back porch, that whole back part of my house that fell down. Like that
Mhm.
used to actually, it was supposed to be part of the house. And then most
Mhm.
of it fell down, and I thought, oh, I'll just make it a back porch. But yeah, at this point, even that is, I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's all tarped up and everything. I say it's kind of like taking the bandage off the wound. We'll just have to see what we get what is there when we get in there and see if it's salvageable. But this is enough lumber that even if we have to tear it all the way back down to the ground, this will replace it. It'll just be the, labor cost of doing, we'll just have to see.
So there's no patio. There's no patio at all right now at Gale and Stevens, or did they already get the new one built?
Like they're starting on it today. They were rained out, of course, they were supposed to keep going with it, but they were rained out. So, um, Yeah, they're in the process of it now. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Hmm.
There's Carly.
Man. Oh, sorry.
Morning, Carly.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, I didn't see.
You just got came on.
That's an interesting. Fa 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 fa. What is that?
What's what?
Are his thing on his screen?
That's not my screen.
His face, his head, his eyes.
Oh, what am I seeing? Is there something behind you, Angela? Oh, it
Oh,
is on your screen.
bottle is sitting here.
That's what it was. That is so funny. You know, it from the way my screen looked, that looked like it was a backdrop behind Carly. That was interesting. I was like, what's he got behind him?
Yeah, so what's happening? What's going on?
Well, here, I'll show you around. I am down here at the Mississippi River.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, how do I turn that puppy around? There we go. So there she is. And this is just a public access site that I, found and came down to. I seem to be pretty much the only person here, except for I've seen, a number of unhoused people going through that dumpster and then going into the woods over there. So I'm kind of staying over here on my side, and yeah, seems all right. I just made myself a cup of coffee. So I went down to the river and just sat with the river for a little while. And then I got 3 vials of water to continue to carry with me on my way to share with others when feel called to do so.
Yeah. So where are you? What city area?
St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't leave until almost 8 o'clock last night. So yeah, I just, I wanted to get on the road. I got on the road and got down the road, found a place to sleep, slept pretty well in a rest stop right here in the back of the car. I have a nice mattress in my bed and all that. And yeah, slept until I got up and drove down here to the river. I just made myself a cup of coffee on my camp stove here, so I made a cup of coffee in the floorboard of my car.
Yeah. Yeah. I assume that's one of those little turbo. So I assume that's one of those little turbo cooker thingies. Like, as you know, it's a few inches in diameter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nice. I've had, some different little tiny, stoves like that. This one is a tiny bit bigger. Just a second, I can show you what I've got. It's just the propane tank with a
Yeah.
yeah. There's my coffee.
All right.
I even have my cream and sugar. I feel
exciting. So you're on your journey. You're on your way.
yeah.
And
Yep.
and along with that, we carry all of our stuff.
Yes, we do.
And the that's part of the excitement of the journey of having a different experience to be able to work with all of our stuff.
Yeah. That's true. I'm working with my patients in general. And yeah, found myself, well, just needing to bring myself back to awareness of, something happens, just not to react.
Yeah. Well, or when we do react, how fast can we get present and pull back, and reset?
Exactly. And I talked with Pat for a little while yesterday. I've got a weird view. I don't know why. Oh, there you are. Okay, I don't know. It went to something else. Okay, I get you though. Yeah, I talked to Pat yesterday and we were talking about exactly that. It's like how long does it take you to get back to um yeah, what do you call it? Like 0 point or
Yeah, stay.
equanimity. Yeah.
Well, I did not hear what you said, Angela.
Equilibrium.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
equilibrium. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Guess that's what breathing and mindfulness is for. That's why we're here.
yeah, we like that librium. Yeah, that's. I have to go to my doctor get some librium.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I went down and sat by the river for a little while.
What's your plan today, Makai?
Well, so I am following my intuitive path to go the southern route down through. I'll actually be kind of going by Joplin, Missouri, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Fort Leonard Wood. I mean, I'm just going by there. I wanted to get some water from somewhere around Fort Leonard Wood, so I'm kind of looking for a river with a public access somewhere around there. And I think I'm being, led down in that direction because of the tribes, It's like the Cherokee and many, many other tribes because they were relocated to there. They're it's a high population. And I'm coming back the northern route, I'm coming back through Denver and stuff like that. So it's only 2 hours different. When I put it on Google Maps, it's only 2 hours difference. So it's 2 hours longer to go the southern route. And I figure 2 hours in a 3-day trip is pretty reasonable to have a different experience. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep stopping at a couple. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You going to stop in Oklahoma for some water too?
Yeah. Yeah. I brought 25 water bottles with me. So, I'm not sure exactly how many, rivers, but I'm gonna do the ones that I feel most called to.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I feel like I get other nudges, about like this place where I took the water here. It's like it's right there by the edge. And I know to like maybe really get the purest water, you kind of need to go out to the middle in the current. I've kind of got anyway, can't be perfect.
I'll keep your equilibrium.
Yeah, my equilibrium. Not perfect, but it's good enough.
Yeah, no, it flushes, it comes and goes, and it's good enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's see. So how far do you think you'll get today?
I haven't I have not mapped it out. I don't have a plan. Um, I can arrive anytime from Friday to noon on Saturday. So, I've got time, I don't have to rush anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just really allowing this be the intuitive call part of the journey. Where am I called to go? I could go north, I could go south, I can go halfway and then cut down. you know, I was looking at Wichita. Like I've never been to Wichita, but Wichita is way it's way out there. It's like not on the way or close to anything. So it'll have to be its own trip someday.
Hmm.
But I want to go through. So today my thought is I want to go through Memphis and Tulsa. We'll see how far I get.
Memphis?
Yeah. Boy, I think so. If I drop straight down, I think from St. Louis, like there was a turnoff for Memphis a little bit ago, but I kind of looked at the map and I was like, nah, I want to go, I want to go to St. Louis. So I came
Memphis,
here. I'll have to look at the map again, but that's what it was looking like to me yesterday.
Yeah, well, you'll have to cut back to the other side of the river. I mean, you're on the west side, right? So.
No, I'm still on the east side. I
Oh,
have not
okay.
crossed. Yep, I
Okay.
have not crossed.
Okay, you're in East St. Louis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's kind
I
if
guess.
you went through Joplin, it seems like going back to Tennessee is way out of the way.
Well, I'll look at the map again. When I looked at it before, it did not, it did not look like it was out of the way.
Yeah, well, the issue is you get to Memphis, then you've got to cross the whole state of Arkansas. And then another hour and a half to Tulsa.
But from where you are right now, it's only maybe 4.5 hours to Joplin, and then another 100 miles to Tulsa.
Okay.
You cut across diagonally.
What's that?
You cut across diagonally there, across Missouri, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will look at it again. We'll see where I end up.
Yeah. And you've got the Missouri River flows through where? I don't remember anymore. Wow.
Well, actually, the Missouri River comes into the Mississippi just a little further up north from where I am right now. And that's another thing, like I thought about, like, going on up and trying to get some water from the Missouri. That's another thing I could just check out, see how much further it would be to go up to a Missouri access.
Thing is, you've got some, it's just that it's diluted. Because I mean, the Mississippi River is, it's water from, my God, it's from everywhere up north there.
Yeah. And that's the thing that was, I mean, water really apparently does carry information and therefore wisdom, and it has a lot, when I'm sitting here looking at this river, it is pretty danged impressive. It's just, it's enormous. It's a lot of water. And when you think about, as you say, all the states, all the little tiny creeks for, 1,000 miles around, maybe, or something like that, 500 miles around or whatever, all go into that. That's a lot. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of information.
And also, really, I mean, it's all the same water.
Right.
I mean, like the water, even if you went out into the middle of the current, the water you get now, you go back a day later, it's not going to be like the same because it's the same.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I got several messages from the water when I was sitting at the creek the other day, and one of them was just exactly that. I mean, isn't water such a good reminder that we are all one? We are all, like this whole loop and cycle of life is, moving through us and around us, and we are part of it. It is, all the time. And water is one way where we can, like,
sea, a physical thing that goes, up in the clouds and then, moves all over the earth, moves even all the way across the ocean, and um connects with the wind that yeah, so yeah, I think there's a deeper opportunity for some wisdom, some information there. And I just like, I think it's very interesting how, our blood vessels look like rivers, like, it, I don't know how or why. I suppose there, it's, um, probably has something to do with, fractal geometry or something like that. Why do our blood vessels look, similar to rivers, that yeah. Hmm. Also similar actions of, circulating nutrients. And what an amazing thing, that so far we're the only planet we know that has this amazing substance.
That has water?
Yeah.
I think they discover that Mars used to have water?
Maybe used to.
Well, there's
And
water
maybe,
on other planets apparently, but it's not in liquid form. Might even find it on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
in any case, as far as we can tell, it's a fairly rare thing, at least, in the incredibly tiny little piece of the universe that we've actually been able to discern.
Well, that's interesting then, because, if they talk about like how humans can exist off of the planet Earth, obviously we can't exist without water. Guess they got to figure out a way to make it.
Right. They do have water makers, but I don't know how they work. Because I know they have water makers on sailboats for going across the ocean. But I don't know if it just takes saline out or if it somehow makes water. I don't know.
Well, you can either take it out of the air or take it out of the ocean.
I don't think you can actually manufacture water using air.
Hmm.
I've felt for a really long time. To me, water is like, it's just so special. I feel like it's kind of a physical manifestation of the closest thing that I would ever describe as anything anywhere near God like.
Hmm. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it does give life. Hmm.
That's an interesting expression. It gives life.
Mm.
It is life. That's how I see it.
Well, it definitely supports life.
Yeah, I don't know if it is life, but I think it supports life or life. Some people, I think there's some description of life as being movement, or something like that. That things that move. Mm. Hmm. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see the river instead of me.
Lovely.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. Well, I think I am going to get off of here and start looking at the map and see what is calling me next. Whether it be the Missouri or the Memphis or the Joplin or the what? Tulsa, I don't know.
Alrighty, that sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see, and this is Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah.
Middle of the month.
Yeah. May 15th. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was decided to stay here until after June 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like realizing, like, wow, I can't stay that long. It's like, well, it's the middle of the month. Come on, a couple more weeks, so it won't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's, if it's good with you and your son, and that's wonderful that you can just hang there for a little while.
Yeah, I might even do a house sitting gig, June, May 31st, I think it is, to June 6th. Just what the hell?
Yeah. There you go. Man, you might check out that Pat got on this website called Rover for dog sitting, and she's already got 2 gigs, one for a week and one for 2 weeks, where
Yeah.
she's getting paid to go stay in somebody's house. So that's a good gig.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she and I had sat down and chatted for a little while on Sunday, and we talked about that because she was looking for things to fill up her schedule. I had somebody that had some openings, but it conflicted with her schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But yeah, I could consider that. I like that. Okay. Well, onward. We'll have a wonderful journey today.
Yeah, thank you. To be honest, I think I'm gonna make myself another cup of coffee. I changed my coffee cup, and my travel coffee cup is just too small. Oh, wait, I still have some left. Yeah, maybe we're good.
Yeah, you're good. And I got to say that my experience is, if you want good coffee, stop at Circle K.
Oh,
They've got those machines where you push what you want, and it selects the carousel, grinds it right then, and makes a cup. And I tell you what, I take my own cup in there, and I can get a 12 or 16 ounce cup of coffee for $1, and it's good.
oh, wonderful. Yeah, I've noticed those machines, and I like them. I'm glad you reminded me, and they'll let you use your own cup, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Some
I don't know, seen any sign, but the last time I did that, I walked up there with my cup, and she's like, like 97 cents or whatever it was.
Awesome. Awesome. I might try that because I did McDonald's. McDonald's is kind of my go-to drive-through coffee, but it's all right.
Yeah, well, but it's an opportunity to get out of the car too. They don't have drive-through, and you can get out of the car and.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I put out my yoga mat for a little while this morning and kind of did some stretching.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm sitting in the car right now. What the heck am I doing? Is that talk about not being mindful? Like, do not sit in the car when you do not have to. Yeah. Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
safe
Yeah.
the rest of the day. In Bali, they say hati hati.
Hati hati. What does hati hati mean?
Safe travels. Hati hati.
Ah, hati hati. That's fun. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Hati hati. Hati hati. Okay, well, I love you guys and I appreciate you. And thanks for checking in with me this morning. Oh, I'm walking over
So,
here. I'm realizing, ooh, there's a pool. There's actually, this is a little yacht club here.
well, don't stop. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't get, you don't need any of that water.
Yeah.
A little chilly for that, man. It's cold for the middle of May. I mean, you can see how I'm bundled up. There's a good stiff wind and it's chilly.
Yeah. Well, it's 60, I think 60 here this morning.
bye, you guys.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Blessings.
Bye.